It's the big one. It's the North London derby on Thursday, 7:45 p.m. kickoff. This is the match preview. Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. This is the match preview. Tottenham Hotspur v Arsenal. We will be playing our North London rivals on Thursday evening at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 7:45 p.m. kickoff. Now going into this game, both teams have 3 games left of this Premier League season. Arsenal are sitting in 4th place. They have 66 points from 35 matches. And Tottenham Hotspur are 5th, 62 points from 35 matches. This is a must-win game. In this match preview, I'll be going through all of the Tottenham team news, looking at all of the match facts and stats, looking at the Premier League table and the team's form, also going through my predicted lineup and my score prediction, and also giving you the latest betting offers from channel sponsors William Hill. So first up, let's look at the Premier League table. Tottenham Hotspur are 5th going into this game against our North London rivals Arsenal. Of course, Arsenal are sitting in 4th. We are 4 points behind them. A win for Arsenal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Thursday would secure them Champions League football for next season. A win for Spurs would put us just 1 point behind our North London rivals going into the final 2 games of the season. A draw at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Thursday evening would mean that Arsenal would need just 1 win from their remaining 2 games to get Champions League qualification. Of course, their remaining 2 games are Newcastle United away and Everton at home. Now, after Tottenham drew 1-1 at Anfield against Liverpool on Saturday evening, Tottenham Hotspur have now secured at least Europa League football for next season. A win against Arsenal would put us just 1 point behind our North London rivals going in to the final 10 days of the season. Of course, our remaining games after the North London derby will be Burnley at home on Sunday and then Norwich away on the final day of the season, Sunday week. Now let's go through a few of the match facts and stats. Now there have been 59 Premier League meetings between these two sides since the Premier League was formed in the 1992-1993 season. Out of those 59 games, Tottenham Hotspur have won 14, Arsenal have won 22, and the remaining 23 games finished as a draw. Out of Tottenham's 14 wins in the Premier League against Arsenal, 12 have come at home and 2 away. Arsenal's 22 victories against Spurs, 17 have come at home for them and 5 at White Hart Lane. In the last 5 Premier League meetings between these two sides, Tottenham have won 2, Arsenal have won 2, and the other one finishing as a draw. On the 1st of September 2019, we drew 2-2 away at Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. On the 12th of July 2020, we beat Arsenal 2-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, played behind closed doors. On the 6th of December 2020, Spurs beat Arsenal 2-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That game was played in front of just 2,000 home supporters. On the 14th of March 2020, we lost 2-1 against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium with Eric Lamela scoring that Rabona. And then earlier this season, on the 26th of September, we lost 3-1 at the Emirates Stadium, where, of course, we were managed by Nuno Espirito Santo. Now, Tottenham's last 5 Premier League games, we've won 2, we've drawn 2, and we have lost 1. Of course, beating Aston Villa away 4-0 at Villa Park, then losing 1-0 at home against Brighton, followed by a 0-0 away draw at Brentford, beating Leicester City 3-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and of course, our last result last weekend, drawing 1-1 against Liverpool. Arsenal's last 5 Premier League games, they have won 4 and they have lost 1. They lost against Southampton away 1-0. And then their last 4 Premier League games, they have been on a superb winning run, beating Chelsea 4-2 away, followed by a 3-1 home win against Manchester United, followed by a 2-1 away victory at West Ham, and most recently beating Leeds United 2-1 at the Emirates Stadium. So the season so far in numbers, Tottenham Hotspur are 5th. Arsenal are in 4th. We have won 19 Premier League games so far this campaign. Arsenal have won 21. We have drawn 5 to Arsenal's 3. Both teams have lost 11 games in the Premier League so far. Spurs average 1.71 goals per match in the Premier League to Arsenal's 1.6. Average goals conceded per match, Tottenham Hotspur 1.14 to Arsenal's 1.2. Both teams have kept 13 clean sheets in the Premier League so far this season. Chances created per match, Tottenham Hotspur 2.06 to Arsenal's 1.06. The biggest win so far of this season, Tottenham Hotspur beating Everton 5-0 at home. Arsenal beating Norwich City 5-0 away. Our worst defeat this season was a 3-0 away defeat against Crystal Palace. The worst defeat for Arsenal so far this season, a 5-0 thrashing at Manchester City. Now, when I look at the top player stats, the Spurs players are on top of every single list here. Goals, Heung-min Son with 20, Harry Kane with 13, Bukayo Saka with 11. Assists, Harry Kane with 8, Dejan Kulusevski with 8, Lacazette with 7. Passes, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, 2,275, Eric Dyer with 2,047. Arsenal defender Gabriel with 1,914. Tackles so far this season, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, 73. Emerson Royale is next on the list, 65. Christian Romero with 62. So, sticking with some stats for the moment, victory for Arsenal would secure 4th place, their highest Premier League finish since the 15-16 campaign, when they finished 2nd. It would also be the first time since that campaign that they have finished above Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs are unbeaten in their last 7 home league matches against Arsenal, winning 5 and drawing 2. It is our longest such run against our North London rivals since a run of 9 between 1960 and 1968. Smith Rowe and Saka were both on the score sheet for Arsenal in their last 3-1 victory over Spurs in the reverse fixture. The last Englishman to score for the Gunners in both home and away fixtures against Tottenham in a single season was Ian Wright back in the 1993-1994 season. Harry Kane is the top goal scorer in North London derby history in all competitions, netting 11 goals in his 16 matches for Spurs against Arsenal. However, he has not scored in either of his last 2 appearances against Arsenal, his longest drought against them in his career. Spurs boss Antonio Conte provided the team news in his press conference on Tuesday ahead of this North London derby and confirmed that it will be exactly the same squad that faced Liverpool on Saturday evening. So that means that Matt Doherty, Oliver Skipp, Javert Tanganga and Sergio Reguilon all remain out. Antonio Conte, talking about Arsenal in his press conference on Tuesday, said Arsenal are a really good team, a really organised team. Arteta is doing a really good job. He's been in charge for almost 2 years and had the possibility to work and improve this team. So if you remember, this is a rearranged fixture because Arsenal had the game postponed. They requested to the Premier League that the game should be postponed because they had a number of COVID issues in their squad. Well, Antonio Conte brought this up in his press conference on Tuesday and said the following: "It was very strange that our game was postponed for COVID and Arsenal didn't have one player with COVID. We lost the game 3-0 because the Premier League didn't want to move a game when we had 10 players with COVID." So let's get into my score prediction and my predicted lineup. Now I'm going to start with the predicted lineup. I think it's going to be very easy. I think it's going to be exactly the same team that got the 1-1 draw at Liverpool on Saturday evening. And what a fantastic performance, particularly defensively. I thought that was fantastic from us. Game plan really worked and we were very, very unlucky not to get the 3 points at Anfield in the end. So the full starting 11 I'm going for: Hugo Lloris in goal, the back 3 of Romero, Dyer and Davis, the wing backs being Emerson Royale on the right hand side and Ryan Sessegnon on the left. In the middle, Rodrigo Bentancur and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and then the forward 3 of Heung-min Son, Harry Kane and Dejan Kulusevski. Now, before I give you my score prediction, I forgot to say earlier, this is the first ever time that Arsenal fans would have set foot inside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Of course, we've hosted Arsenal 3 times at the Spurs Stadium, but they have never had away fans there. The first one was played behind closed doors. The second one was only 2,000 home fans. And then, of course, we played them in a friendly in the Mind series at the start of this season, but no away fans were allowed. Now, score prediction, I'm going to go for a 1-0 Spurs win. I think that we're going to get the 3 points and I think we're going to go 1 point behind our North London rivals come the end of Thursday evening. Heung-min Son to get the goal again. He always delivers in such important games for us and I'm expecting the South Korean star to do it again for us. Now, if you're watching this game on TV in the UK, do head over to the website Live Football on TV. They always list every single Tottenham Hotspur game and the channel that you can watch it on. So it's a very, very useful website. But this game is live on Sky Sports, live from 7:45 p.m. at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. If you'd like to listen to this on the radio, do visit BBC Radio 5 Live. Now, if you'd like to bet on football and you'd like to bet on this North London derby, Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal, do visit the William Hill website or download their app for all of the latest betting offers. If you went for a 1-0 Spurs win in this game, you'd get 17-2, a 2-0 Spurs win 11-1, a 2-1 Spurs win 17-2. If you went for a 1-0 Arsenal win 10-1, a 2-0 Arsenal win 16-1, a 2-1 Arsenal win 11-1. If you went for a draw, 0-0 is 12-1, a 1-1 is 11-2, and a 2-2 draw is 12-1. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks so much for watching, and please do subscribe to the channel if you don't already and hit that like button. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, thanks so much for listening, and thank you so much to all of you who have listened to this channel in the last week or so, because we have just gone in at number 21 in the Apple Football podcast lists. There are some tremendous names, some really big channels out there, so to go in at number 21 is absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much for all of your support. Now, let's hope that Tottenham can get the job done on Thursday, beat our North London rivals Arsenal, and only go 1 point behind our North London rivals going into the final 10 days of the season. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.
Hi, I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly prizes that we run on the site. Prizes such as our signed memorabilia, match day tickets, trips abroad and more. Just go to our website www.footballprizes.co.uk.